So it's important that you practice what you've learned while the course develops. And for that reason, you should build your own lab. Mwahaha. So don't worry, I'm going to help you build it step by step. This is going to be your own lab, so you can customize it the way you want, but I will teach you each step one at a time. So before you even jump to any conclusion, all the lab environments will cost you zip, nada, nothing. Only your time and perhaps patience. So first, let's have a look at the requirements. When you prepare your lab, you should make sure that your setup will meet the basic system requirements. Because we'll be using virtual machines and some pretty processor-intensive tools, I highly recommend that your system should be capable of handling at least 2 virtual machines at the same time. So for storage, I don't want to give you, just any random numbers about the size of available hard drive space, but you really will need it. If you don't have enough, you're probably going to face some problems. Now for memory, insufficient memory fails suck, so I strongly advise using at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. For your processor, I think if you're on this course, it means that you've probably got a good enough processor to support virtualization. Now, you should activate it from BIOS if this is the first time for you to actually start up with a virtual machine. And what about for hypervisor? VMware Player, VMware Workstation, or VirtualBox? All of them are going to be good options to build this lab on. You're going to watch me using VirtualBox because, well, some intentionally vulnerable virtual machines only work on VirtualBox, so I would highly recommend you do that too. And finally, we'll talk about your internet access. You are going to need internet, but only when you're setting up the lab. Otherwise, I don't think you're going to need it. You can do it offline, but it'll be good to search for extra information. So basically, the lab network will be all that. You'll be using VirtualBox in network mode as hypervisor. Then you will download and configure the virtual machines together. So let's get started first with VirtualBox.